Hello my crafty friends, this is Monica from Allsewpetite. Welcome back to this McFly backpack video series. If you want to make the McFly backpack with me, then you will need to purchase the pattern on my website. The link can be found in the description box below this tutorial. To hear more about the McFly backpack and see all features up close, you can check out the first video of this series, where I also explained how to assemble the pattern, which supplies are needed to make the backpack, and how to prep all pattern pieces. In this tutorial, we will begin the project by sewing the slip and zipper pockets in the lining. So let's get started. You're going to take your slip pocket and with wrong sides together, so this is my wrong side of the fabric, we're going to fold the slip pocket in half. So you're going to fold it along the longer edges. And then you can press that fold. There you go. Clip that in a couple of places. Then we can take this to the machine and we're going to baste along all three sides. Now that you have your pocket basted, you're going to take your pocket trim and draw a line in the center. Then take some double-sided tape and apply it on each side of that line. Make sure it's away from the long edges because we're going to stitch close to the edge, so you don't want to stitch on top of the tape. Now you're going to take your pocket trim and peel off the plastic cover on one side. Then we're going to line up the raw edge of the slip pocket along that line in the center. So carefully line it up. Press it with your fingers. I like to add my woven label at this point, so I would normally add it at the top of my slip pocket underneath the trim. So now you're going to peel off the other side, and then we're going to fold the trim in half and closing the raw edge. My tape is not that strong, so I'm going to use a couple of clips as well to hold my pocket trim in place. We're going to stitch close to the edge, about 2 millimeters from that raw edge on top of the pocket trim, making sure we catch the pocket trim on both sides. Now you're going to take your back lining piece and place that slip pocket on top. Both back and the slip pocket right sides are facing up. You're going to line up the bottom edge of the slip pocket 4 centimeters above the bottom edge of the back panel. This is for the mini version. If you're making the regular version, you're going to have to measure 6 centimeters. So I'm going to line up the bottom edge against the ruler. Then I can clip the pocket in place. We're going to stitch along the bottom edge, baste the sides, and then if you want to make 2 separate compartments, you can stitch a little box in the center of the pocket. Then if you want, you can also install a rivet at the top to strengthen the seam, so when you're going to use your pockets, your stitches won't rip and become loose. Okay, I've got my box stitched in the center. Now I'm going to make a hole for my rivet. place my rivet inside. And then I'm going to set it with my hand press. Okay, now we're going to work on our internal zipper pocket. So you're going to grab your zipper pocket pieces, put one aside for now, and take your number 3 zipper. You need to decide which way you want the zipper to open. Normally I like my zippers to open from left to right. If that's the case for you, then you need to place the zipper so it opens from right to left, so it is in the opposite direction. So I'll just like to double check. So my zipper opens from left to right. I need to put it in the opposite direction. So you're going to line it up facing up along the top edge. Then you can pin it to the pocket. We're going to base the zipper about 2 millimeters from the edge. Once you basted the zipper, you're going to take some double-sided tape and apply it on each side of the zipper. Just like that. Just put this aside for a minute and then take your pocket overlay. Again, you're going to apply some double-sided tape on the back of the pocket overlay. Just like that. Take your back panel and you want to make sure you find the midpoint on your pocket overlay. So I like to just fold it in half and just make a little crease, so I know roughly where is the halfway point. Then you're going to take a ruler and we're going to measure 3 centimeters above the pocket overlay for the mini backpack. And if you're making the regular size, you're going to measure 4 centimeters. So this is my 3 centimeter mark. I'm going to center it. Then you're going to peel the plastic cover from your pocket overlay and center it on top. We're going to stitch around the outer edge using 2 millimeter seam allowance. To make the stitching as clean as possible, leave long thread tails and do not backstitch at the beginning or the end. We're going to pull the thread tails to the wrong side and tie a knot to secure it later. Okay, once you stitch the outer edge, you should have long thread tails on both sides. So you're going to flip the panel to the wrong side of the fabric. And you can separate those 2 tails. You're going to pull on one and there is a little loop. So you're going to insert the needle or pin into the loop and then pull the thread, put the thread tails from the right side of the fabric towards the wrong side. Then you're going to repeat that on the other side. Now you can tie a knot to secure them in place. Cut the excess thread. Then I like to add multi-surface glue to the knot. This will prevent the knot from unraveling during use. And then we're going to cut out the middle of the lining bigger than the pocket overlay window. So normally I like to just fold it in half, snip it in the middle, then I would cut it to the end, further than my window. Just don't cut your pocket overlay on both sides. Take your pocket with your zipper, turn the pocket upside down so the zipper is at the bottom. This way the zipper opens in the way that you like it. We're going to peel off the plastic cover. Then we're going to insert the zipper inside the window. So you're going to center the pocket and center the zipper inside the window. And then press it lightly with your fingers. Now we're going to take this to the machine and only stitch along that bottom edge. So you're going to leave long thread tails on each side, on each end, and only stitch that bottom edge. Once you have the bottom edge stitch, you're going to turn it over, and we're going to pull the thread tails to the wrong sides and tie a knot to secure. Now we're going to flip the pocket down, and you can press that seam flat. Okay, put this aside for a second, and in the meantime take the other zipper pocket, and you're going to apply some double-sided tape on the right side of the top edge. Peel the plastic cover, take your back panel, and with right side facing down, we're going to place the pocket on top. You're going to line it up along the top edge of that zipper tape and along both sides of the first pocket. Don't worry about the bottom edge, we're going to trim it down in a second. Once you have that, press it firmly with your fingers. Then you can use a couple of clips to hold the sides together, just like that. Then we can trim the pocket so it's the same size. You can flip the back panel out of the way. Then you're going to fold that bottom edges of your pocket by about 1 centimeter, and then press the fold, and then do that on the other side. So you can flip it over if you need to. And I like to use the first pocket as a guideline. So first we're going to stitch the remaining sides of that pocket window, and remember to leave long thread tails on each side so we can tie knots to secure. Then we're going to stitch the pocket on both sides. Take your lining front piece, and now we're going to sew our darts. To sew the darts, you're going to flip the panel over so the right side is facing you, and then fold the dart in half, line up those edges. So if you marked your dart correctly, it should line up perfectly. Then I'm going to repeat that on this side. Once you have both your darts clipped in place, we're going to take this to the machine, and we're going to stitch the dart on both sides. Make sure the tip of the dart ends at the same height. So if you want to measure from the top edge, you can. However, I measured my dart when I traced it, so I know the tip of my darts are exactly at the same height. So I'm going to follow the traced lines. You can either open the dart and press it flat, but it's going to be a little bit difficult when you get to the top. So I would recommend pressing it towards the side. I am going to do that from the right side of the fabric because I can press it with my iron. This side is a little bit sticky when I use my iron on it, so I don't want to risk burning my fabric. That is all for this tutorial. In the next video, we will begin working on exterior pieces of the McFly backpack. We will make the backpack handle, and I will show you how to make the strap connectors and adjustable shoulder straps for the mini McFly backpack. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time! Stay crafty, friends!